They want to put their offense right out there and set the tone today.
So Drew Crabtree kicking off to Columbia right out of the gates here. And the Lions not having much room to operate as they're brought down. That was Pat O'Neill who got a piece of the football. Their defensive tackle, the senior, making his presence felt, and that pass is incomplete. Product of Orlando, Florida, as they pitch it to Miller now on the outside. He's got some work to do, and he's going to be stopped. Decisive and assertive in terms of his decision-making. They'll try now the opposite side, the cutback lane, and Walters is going to get down right near that first down marker. So he has been utilized a little bit in the passing attack. Columbia just 34% on third down this season, and that's going to up the numbers. Hard to make up the deficit without an explosive game through the air, and this will be good enough to move the chains yet again. 10 carries compared to 3 pass attempts. Goodwin looking for his first completion. The pocket's collapsing. He's going to get rid of it. Lucas Bullock is going to pull it in, but well short of the first down. Evans has scored 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. Goodwin, plenty of time. He's going to air it out over the middle, and it's broken up and incomplete.
He had a step on him. I mean, Chase laid this one out for him as he's running. The Brown DB just put his hand right there in the breadbasket.
3 facets that he thrives in: the run, the pass, and pass protection, as they're going to throw the ball into the flat here. The best of the Ivy League. He is second in the FCS in passing yards per contest, and he throws another strike up the right side.
And you got to get him quickly because he gets rid of the ball very quickly.
So here is Brown off the left side. He's got an alley, and he is going to take it inside the 10-yard line.
On your scouting report, understand what's going on.
Murphy on second and goal. He's going to take a shot into the end zone, and that is going to be good for a touchdown to Ty Pezza. Not wasting any time going to work. Ty Pezza utilizing that 6'4" frame to win the battle with Ethan Fullerton.
Let's see if they want to play here.
So here is their backup quarterback, Will Carid, and he's going to throw it into the end zone for a successful 2-point conversion.
I mean, Brown likes those big possession receivers, and Ty Pezza went up and got that.
He's a speedster, and it's Columbia going into the flat here. Goodwin again, handing off to Walters, and he speeds right through the heart of the Brown defense. With over a minute to go in the first quarter. Play action, Goodwin's pressured, and he's going to be sacked by the aforementioned Ike Odumegwu.
And I don't know where he came from. No one blocked him at all. He was by himself. And
why they've got 20 sacks on the season. 3rd and forever. Dump it off to Bullock, and Bullock wrapped up and tackled. Brown on a 3rd and 5. They failed on their previous 3rd down attempt, and Murray's going to be brought down and sacked. Keller Patterson. Here's Malcolm Flynn onto punt. That one nearly blocked, and a fair catch. 3rd and 2. Columbia's 2 for 5 on 3rd down this afternoon. They give it to Walters, and he runs straight ahead for that first down marker. That was the 16th time they've run the ball compared to 10 pass attempts. Goodwin can't handle the snap, and he's just going to be taken down.
You got to love that from your strong safety.
2nd and 6. Murphy with good pass protection as he's going to air it out up the right side, and that is...
might help Columbia today.
He's had 2 games with 3 interceptions, Harvard and Princeton. Speaking of airing it out, going to Pezza again, and a flag comes in.
Pass interference. Defense, number 3. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
that's a tough call. That's a tough call.
And they look like long-lost friends right there. I mean, they're hugging all the way down the sideline, embracing like a couple who hasn't seen each other in years. I don't know how you throw that either way.
So 3rd and 5 here for Brown. They're 0 for 2 on this down as they go reverse here with Miller, who's got a cutback lane, and Miller's going to stay on his feet. So you just saw they're 50% on the season on 4th down. No surprise. Perry keeps his offense out on the field, and this is all where the spot is. Murphy faking the handoff again, and a wide open throw, which is going to lead into the end zone for a touchdown. As we take another look, Pearson Hill, he just thought he was going to be brought down by Caleb Solomon. A little tiptoe action. As he gets his head above water, as we see Griffin Johnson's back there to receive the kickoff, but instead, It's going to go to Cooper.
Here.
Corey
After the
Hansen
play,
is the ref.
personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Kicking team number 7. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down, Columbia.
So the penalty is against Khalil Lindsay. You're going to see watch number 7, the late hit, as you can see Cooper was out of play. They're going to fake it to Walters, who helps out in pass protection, and that enables Goodwin to throw it down the field. He has been on quite the stretch with 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. Here's play action. Goodwin over the middle towards the end zone, and that is a touchdown on point to Beckett Robinson. Able to take advantage of that personal foul off the return by Brown, and Goodwin to Beckett Robinson for the 2nd time this season. Murphy this time is able to survey the field, a jump ball opportunity, and it's knocked out of Pez's hands by McCray.
Pez went up and got the ball right away, but he was able to fight back and get through his hands and take that away, punch it through.
With Walters in the backfield, and they're going to give him the ball, and this is going to be right near the first down marker. 3rd and 10, as Goodwin's going to let it fly, and that is picked off. So one that was nearly intercepted, the 2nd time is on point for Brown.
On the field is an interception. First down, Brown.
See that, the problem with that play is the front of Brown did a twist move. Good job by him out there.
2nd and 8, they go towards the sideline, and that is going to be a good catch for Pezza.
Taking a play.
Caleb Solomon was on the opposite side. Murphy's got to get rid of it, and he does so. And that probably would have been better off dropping incomplete. A manageable 4th down here. They're 1 for 1 today, looking to stay perfect with the pocket collapsing and the ball being incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Nearly got an interception on that play as Goodwin has the pocket collapsing, and that ball is loose as it stands right now. Brown is going to pick it up, and they're going to look to get into the red zone themselves.
14 seconds left in your own zone. I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense.
And it was quick as lightning, number 55, Ike. I mean, we've been talking about him all day.
To kick a 34-yard field goal, and that is blocked. So the Bears will not be able to capitalize on the takeaway, and the Lions keep it an 8-point affair going into the half, as I believe Caleb Solomon came in, and he did. Full extension, able to get his right hand on it. They fake it to Childs over the middle. That is a strike to Foley for a first down. Brown is 0 for 5 on 3rd down today. Can they get over the hump? And that one broken up again. Ethan Fullerton. Reese had 417 that year. Walters now has 59 yards. And he's going to go out wide. And Michael Walters now has set a new record for a first-year running back. I've been so impressed with him taking advantage of his opportunities due to some injuries in the backfield as they go to Walters again. And he's able to spin his way across the 40-yard line. And they're going to run the ball yet again, and Johnson lost his footing. They need 3 yards to move the chains, and Griffin Johnson's going to get the job done. Columbia with a play action, and the throw over the middle is caught, and that is going to put them inside the 5-yard line, where he has gone up to help out his quarterbacks. They fake the handoff to Walters. They're going to dump it off. And how about the man we just talked about, Titus Evans, getting into the end zone. So Columbia going for the game-tying 2-point conversion. As Goodwin is just going to let it fly towards the back of the end zone. And Beckett Robinson with a remarkable one-handed grab.
At the last second, he released that ball and allowed his receiver to make a play on it.
Well, we talk about going above the X's and O's. That qualifies.
So here they go again.
Fresh set of downs. Childs looking for that edge up the right side, and he's going to get it. 2nd and 4 for the Bears. As Childs picking up steam. Yeah, he was sensing Jeremiah Douglas and where he was before he was able to haul it in. Murphy now has plenty of time here. He's going to take off with that frame and brought down at the 40-yard line.
Probably looking to run downhill.
And they are going to run up the gut, and that is going to do plenty. Murphy feeling the pressure, so he dumps it off. And here's Jackson Bennett, and Bennett slips a tackle. He's got a pathway, and he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 12-play, 69-yard drive. A 3rd and goal as they try to punch it in towards the end zone, and that is going to be caught, but he's out of play. So it's going to be an incomplete pass. This is a 24-yard attempt, and this one is up and through. 2nd and 8. Walters up the middle, and he's got plenty of room, and he's going to run for a 1st down and then some.
What's been really successful.
Well, they do go back to Walters, and off the left side, he is going to spin his way to a 1st down. Well, he was a force at Brookfield High School, ran for over 1,500 yards, 24 touchdowns. Goodwin's going to take a shot over the middle, and that is going to be a catch, or is it going to be incomplete? No, they're going to say he hauled it in. Beckett Robinson coming through yet again. The 3rd quarter, including this pass to Beckett Robinson, and we take another look at this one. So clearly he was able to hold on going to the ground, even though the ball popped out at the very end. But,
yeah, but he rolled over with it.
Was down and rolled over. And they are going to hand it off to Walters, and Walters is brought down from behind. John Purdue has been all over the place in this contest. Their leading tackler on the season.
Yeah, he broke through. He gapped it. He came through from the far side.
As he's looking to continue his strong play as of late. 3rd and goal again to Walters, and Walters is going to push forward into the end zone for his 2nd career touchdown. A game in which they fell behind by a pair of scores. Michael Walters finding space through a brick wall. So now it's 1st and 20. As they're going to go play action once again. Murphy steps up in the pocket. A high fly ball, and it's caught for a 1st down. They make up for the holding penalty. He's going to come in, and he's going to collide with the right tackle for Brown, Marcus Sukar. As Sukar and Thomas both walked off under their own power with their training staffs. And now Brown is in Columbia territory after the big pass play to Foley. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So go back to Foley. 2nd and 10. Here's Childs as he keeps his feet and crosses the 10-yard line. Murphy's thrown for 2 touchdowns thus far. They drop it off on a screen to Childs. He's looking for the end zone, and Matt Childs has found the pay dirt. As we look at Murphy finding Childs and using that sideline.
Yeah, he's the weapon.
Goodwin is going to get a pass off, and that will move the chains. So they need 2 yards to extend the drive, and Walters up the right side is going to be stopped. As they now go to the ground themselves, and finding the edge is Childs, who gets all the way to the 45-yard line. Solomon with a team-high 10 tackles today. Murphy trying to step up in the pocket, and he's brought down and sacked by Justin Townsend.
And guess who? He's looping in Justin Townsend. That's the last person you want to see in your face if you're James Murphy.
So each defense stepping up, and this is blocked after it was a dropped snap, and the Columbia special teams comes through with a huge turnover forced.
But right there, that was a perfect snap, and actually he just couldn't handle it. He must have looked ahead of himself, but they got to beat. Oh, and
right speaking of bad snaps, Goodwin bobbles it. He's just going to try to throw it up, and that is going to be incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 51, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Ryan Haley is the one that got charged with the penalty. You're going to see him come in, and after Goodwin gets rid of it, keep Griffin Johnson in the backfield. They're going to hand him the ball again, and right up the middle. Goodwin is going to go towards the end zone, and this is going to be caught for a touchdown. Titus Evans. You're going to see Goodwin survey the middle of the field, and then he's able to hit Titus Evans, who wins that battle. 2nd and 12. Murphy threads the needle, and it's knocked away, but a flag comes in. Foley was the intended target, and this looks like it's going to go against Columbia.
I'd like to see the
Pass interference. Defense, number 11. 15-yard penalty. Automatic
It's going
first
to be
down.
Charlie Newton. A series of plays. This was the defensive pass interference that they called on the incomplete pass.
Yeah,
and
that was
it looked like
so-
a bit of a bump on Foley. Dangerous in the blink of an eye. They can move the ball down the field. Murphy going deep down the field yet again. Foley is there, and he goes up to win the jump ball and put Brown inside the 10-yard line. Here is another look at Trevor Foley. As you see, Murphy had plenty of time to step up, and he got behind Solomon, and 2nd and goal here for Brown, looking for the go-ahead score. And Murphy's going to take off and throw over the middle for a touchdown to Matt Childs. Here's yet another angle just to confirm. And you're going to see he definitely gets rid of that with plenty of time.
So, this is a big drive.
Goodwin, he's going to find Beckett Robinson, and Beckett Robinson loses the ball. It's a skirmish for it, and it's a matter of who's going to come out of this in the pile, and they're going to say it's Brown football. Their 2nd fumble recovery of the game.
And right now, you've got to put that ball away. First thing. Never quite got
and
it.
You see
Never
Archie
got away.
used his left hand, and then Ryan Haley is going to come in and grab it with his left hand. 3rd and 8. And a dump off to Childs, and Childs is going to try to run, and he will get the first down as he is tackled at the 20. They beat a tough Bryan team, and they beat both of those squads in the same season for the first time in quite some time, and they come on the road here in New York City, and the Brown Bears are going to get off the schneid and log their first Ivy League victory of the season, holding off Columbia here on Senior Day, 32-29.